Hello, this is Vince from Sniper Day Trading, and what you're looking at is a 5-minute bar chart of the S&P 500 on top, the NASDAQ Composite in the middle, and the Dow Jones Industrial on the bottom. And today you can see that we had on the open, we had a slight move to the downside till we found support. The Dow rallied pretty nicely, then retreated quickly, made a counter trend rally, and then failed right underneath established support. Same thing in the NASDAQ and the same thing in the S&P 500. Knowing that we were coming off of a resistance high from yesterday, you can see we challenged the high and ran into resistance almost as if there was an invisible line at this trajectory pushing it back down. And at this point, you could see here pivot low is broken and a release of the built-up energy that was formed up until this point. Same thing on all three indexes, and subsequently lower lows throughout the day. So that's typical of what you could expect. Now what we'll need to see is how the market reacts tomorrow, if we have a continuation of the move down, and what's the reaction going to be. These are over the last few days, and there will be some support. I can just see from looking at this that there will be some support, and I probably need a little bit more data to take a really closer look at this, but there's plenty of room for this market to go down. At some point there will be support, and the market will challenge again some of these highs, and if it is able to break through, that's going to be the question. Once support is found and the overhead resistance is challenged, we will see what happens from there. So I'm going to pause this and go on to something else. Okay, this is a chart that I put up yesterday. This is of the Dow Jones on a daily basis. You can pause the video if you want or if you need to, but I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer. You'll miss some of the points there, but you can see the overhead resistance. We were in a parallel channel right here. As the market rallied up, it started to get cut off, so to speak. You can see from here, started running into solid resistance at each point, and then here again. When we were down here, I could finally see that there was a clear run where resistance was going to be cleared, and we could actually hit that 50% target, and we did that just exactly yesterday, just exactly as we ran into the overhead resistance. So a typical response is for it to pull back. Now the thing is it going to pause in the middle of its trading range from this low to high and find support, and then rally one more time to try to break this high and challenge that purple this parallel line up here. The resistance is going to come in from a pivot low from way back here in July. That's going to be one area right here, and let me blow that up one more time. That's one area, and then even the next one, these two pivot lows from way back further yet, from 2008. Those are even at much higher levels, but don't really know if this is going to make it through this. I could see this pulling back, pulling up one more time, creating one more pivot low, and easily break this to the downside. That's for sure what it can do very easily. Let me put a weekly chart back up and show you what we had before. Let me pause this for a moment. Okay, let me continue. This is a weekly chart of the Dow. You can see right here, this line here is the 50% retracement, and the yellow line from above represents the overhead resistance going all the way back from October 2007. So there's the high. We've got resistance here, and extended out, it comes right into that 50% mark. Now that's what I was looking at way back here in April off of this low. Once this was starting to get penetrated to the upside right in this area, say ultimately the target was going to be back up in here. So for the last 6-7 months, this has been the objective. Well, so far now it's been hit. Now can we get over this overhead resistance right here? That's the big question. So overall, the job has been done, and we'll see how it turns out. Vince at Sniper Day Trading.